Today we're talking about watermarks. And you may ask, well, what is a watermark? Well, let's get into it and we'll show you. I'm not going to read this to you. I actually have three definitions that I'm going to present to you. But as this one says, it's basically a faint design, can be text or an image, that is visible when it's held into the light and that it identifies the marker, or identifies the maker. So that's definition number one. And as far as electronic documents, as I have stated here, the watermark is on every page, typically except the first one. Another definition, I'll let you read. Basically superimposing a text or image on top of a document, which signifies its important process. And we'll get into what that really means in just a moment after this third definition. And here's from Webster's dictionary. A figure design impressed in some paper during manufacture so that you can see it when the paper is held to the light. Basically, it's to mark the paper. So some sample watermark text, as you can see here: copy, do not copy, confidential, draft, which we have set up in these particular set of slides. ASAP for as soon as possible, original, and we'll probably never see this last one, top secret, but it was fun to put it on there. Now this actually came from Word or the word processing area, and this is a snapshot of the watermark options in Word. You can turn it on and off. You can have a picture watermark, select your picture. You can have a text watermark. You can have some of their default text, which is basically this slide here, except for top secret. We'll never see top secret. You can choose your font, choose the size, the color, whether you want it semi-transparent or solid. You can even make the text in the outline form so that it's less obtrusive to the text that you're trying to get across to the person. And you can have a diagonal or horizontal, just a whole bunch of choices. Oh, here's one where you can have it wash out. I haven't played with that one. So a lot of choices in Word, but it's not quite that simple in PowerPoint. We have to build what we really want. One I like to use is to date my drafts, because you may have a draft that you do on the first of the month and a second one maybe 3 weeks later and maybe another one 2 weeks later. Now, which draft is the right draft? So either put it in the footer or you could put it right in the watermark to help the recipient know which draft you're talking about. So let's change this watermark from draft to do not copy. And as it states here, this is done, the key to this is done in the master slide view option of PowerPoint. So let's go to edit view and then to master view. All right, need to go to view, slide master. I say master slide, it's slide master. And as you can see, I have draft as an image here. And you can tell that's the image because if I make it horizontal and save it, now it is in the previous slides that we've talked about. So going back to slide master, actually see it right that time. Let's just grab the image, delete it, close the view. Now we'll go back to our slides. Let's just use thumbnails since we talked about thumbnails. You'll notice there's no watermark on those slides. And to reinsert one, view, Slide master. And we could center it. We could rotate it. Well, let's just show it. Let's show it like this. Now we come out of Slide Master, close that, go back to our thumbnail views. Oh, it's not there. Let's go back again. Oh, I put it on the, let's move it from this one to this one. Now it will be there. As you can see, you want to copy is on all of the slides. Now, watermarks are really all around us. I have two examples here. A $5 bill, you won't be able to see it, but there's a watermark right here with the numeral 5. I can see it through the light from the monitor and also the light here in the room. And there may be others that you may be aware of. Oh, there's a watermark triangle on this side. Another example are checks. If you read the logo at the top, this check has a colored background and white paper. It includes microprinting. The reverse side includes an artificial watermark. And if you turn it over, let me show you, I'm turning it over, you'll see original document. Where if this was a fake check, it would be basically just a piece of paper. So there's two examples of how watermarks are all around us. Another one that you've seen are with professional photographic proofs. They'll have the word proof typically across the image so that you cannot copy it, enlarge it, and sell it, and use it to help protect their business. Other notes I have is that your draft could also include a number. Instead of putting a date, which is a little involved, not a whole lot, you could have draft 1, draft 2, draft 3. We talked about less obtrusive text. But watermark could also be an image. It could be part of branding. Look at any YouTube channel, typically at the bottom right, and you'll see essentially a watermark. It could also be the name of a document or a company name. So therefore, it could be branding. And the last example I came up with is the network TVs use watermarks for their company logos, typically in the bottom left or bottom right, just to signify what network you're watching. So watermarks are all around us. So to review, watermarks are all around us. They can be used not only on paper, but on electronic documents also. They can be a text or an image. They're around us in checks, photos, currency, and probably a lot of other things that we're not even familiar with. It's mostly used in Word, but it could have an application in PowerPoint. And I just want to show you how to make it easy on you. So have fun with it. Let me hear from you if you have questions. And happy PowerPointing.